Alright guys, so clicked on this video. You're wanting to make your car look good for $100. Now, I mean, there's only so much you can do that'll make it look decent, you know, for only $100. That's, you know, kind of close. So one thing we can do is we can black out the wheels. Now, you can paint them, buy paint and stuff, but I don't know, maybe later on you want to just peel them off. So we can use Plasti Dip. Plasti Dip, you spray it on maybe like 3-4 layers, and then it's all good. It lasts a while, honestly. So you could go for that, and then later on, I don't know, maybe you want to take it off. You want, you know, your original color back again. You could just spray some Goo Gone on or something, and then just pressure wash it off. And with that same Plasti Dip, I'm gonna black out the emblems. Got this Toyota logo. Gonna black out. Maybe I'm gonna black out this right here. I'm not exactly sure yet. Just this little front piece. And then tinting the windows. That will make a big difference, and it'll look a lot better because then you don't got people staring at you. Now you can buy the window tint at Walmart. It's only like you get a roll that can do 2 windows, and it's only like I think $10. They got different kind of percentages. So you got 25, 5%. I'm gonna go with a 20, maybe 15%, just to match the back, and you know, have that privacy. Because I don't want people looking at me. I already got this car stolen once, so I don't want to get it stolen again. And maybe, you know, actually the headlights don't look too bad. Maybe this one. Put some polish out the headlights. So let me show you what that looks like. If you got some yellow on your headlights, you can just use Plastic X clear, plastic cleaner, and polish. There's a picture. Here's what it looks like if you want to maybe check it out. I don't know how much this costs. And then last but not least, a good wash. A good wash will make it look already 10 times better. But for now, we're going to start with the window tint. So if you don't know how to tint your windows and you don't know how to Plasti Dip, I'm going to show you the process to do all this. That way you don't, you know what to do. We're going to start by showing you how to tint the windows. Give you like a little tutorial. And I'll show you now the important things you need to window tint. There's all these tools, but you don't really need all of them. So let me show you. Some things you need to start off. Just to do with the window tint. Just a squeegee, a blade, a bigger squeegee for the window tint, obviously, and then a spray bottle with you'll need to spray some baby soap, about 6 drops or 6 to 8 drops of baby soap, just depends. Shouldn't be too slippery, but shouldn't feel too much like water. And then just another blade to scrape up your window, clean it up. And just a rag. Lastly, you need a silver Sharpie if it's your first time, to make it easier for you. So let's get started. You don't need this whole tool. You can just get the simple blade. You can even use a box cutter. This is really just the important things, but I'm sure you can just find. I believe AutoZone has something like this. If anything, you just order it online. So let's get started. All right, so get started with the window tint. You got your baby soap with water. So you're gonna spray that. It's gonna clean the outside of the window. This is a little quick tutorial. So I like using I forgot what it's called, but you want to clean out the outside just a little bit. This doesn't really matter. And then with your squeegee, just wipe it off. What matters is having the inside. You want that very clean. So that's fine how it is. Now you want to clean the inside of the this door very good. Depending on what car you have, it's always different. I mean, if you have a RAV4, you got a screw here, a screw here, and a screw here. I only took off these 2, and I'm just gonna pull up on it. Let me just remove this one right here. I'm just gonna pull on it. You don't have to remove the whole door panel. Sometimes it's best if you do, but right now I want this extra room right here. So now you want to clean this window. You can put a rag or something. I have this towel here, or like a car tinting towel, whatever, to protect from the water getting in to any of the electronics. Now we spray baby soap. I like using the scrubber. You don't have to, like I said, you can just use the blade, which I'll use right after. And also, don't forget to turn on the car. Roll down your window a little bit. That should be good right there. I'm gonna clean that top piece too. So I'm just gonna get the scrubber, whatever you call it. But then you just go with this. Get that edge. Just like that. And then get the rest of the window. This will clean up any little any sticky things you have on there. You want it clean, or you want nothing on it. You want this clean, you don't want no garbage or nothing on here. So spray it one more time, and then the squeegee the rest of the water out. Now that your window's clean, then make sure your window's all the way up. Alright, you can turn off the car, you don't want to kill the battery. Shut the door, not all the way. You can spray the outside again. You'll have your roll from Walmart, and then you can just cut it down to size. What you want to do is you want to place it over. You prep it outside and you install it inside. So you want to make sure you have the film that you're gonna peel off facing you. So one way to tell is you rub it against each other. So if it slides, that means you have that film side. And if you do it this way, you'll see that it just gets stuck. And you can also kind of pick at it with your teeth and peel it off. So I know that film is facing me. What I like doing is I like lining it up with this bottom gasket here. Just makes it easier. Just like that. And then, like I said, spray it. Just squeegee in the middle just so it can hold it for you. That way it doesn't move around. And then you just want to cut any extra window tint that's here, because you won't need this. Alright. Now, just want to get your rag and just dry the sides. And this is where, and I'll show you, this is where the silver Sharpie comes in handy. So you just want to make sure it's dry now. Alright, so you want to just press up against the seal and the window. Straight line going down. You want to be careful, you don't want to crease your window film, because if you do crease it, you're screwed, because there's no fixing it. Same thing here, you just want to press up against it. Careful not to crease it. Now that we have this lined up, now we will turn on the car, because we're going to cut the top. You want to be careful, you don't want to crease anything. Alright, so I'm going to hold it here and roll down the window, maybe like ½ an inch, or wrong window. So you have a little bit of room right there. Alright, on a sharp blade, just double check and make sure. Just squeegee the top here. Alright, and then you don't need a very long blade, just that should be fine. And just want to stab it and then press against the window. The same with my finger as the window. So I want to press up against the window and just slide and let the window cut it for you, really. Just press up against the window like that. Like that. Alright, now you have the top cut out, so now you just have to cut the sides. I just want to double check here. Gotta get a little closer. There you go. And make sure everything is good. You don't want to waste film. I have a glass window that I use for cutting, but if you don't, you can just Move it around, apply some water like this. Apply some water and then put your film back on. I'll probably even do it this way as well. Just so you can cut this. But I'll just show you on that. So you can do one side at a time. I have this, so I can do both sides. You don't want to leave a lot of extra space, but you don't want to cut right on the Sharpie line. Maybe like right here. Straight down the whole thing. So, like I said, once you have it on your window, and obviously you probably won't have this, just place it on the window. Squeeze all the water out. And we get to cutting. In around the corners. Just so later on it doesn't end up peeling off. Should be good like that. Same thing with this side. Just a little bit of extra space, not too much. Same thing here. There you go. Alright. And the bottom corner here. All the corners are rounded out. Now that you have the cut, you can flip it, cut the other side if you're doing it on the car. It's sort of like that. Cut this side first, flip it over to the other side. So once you have that cut, you want to put your window back up all the way and then spray some more water. Put the film back on, and now this is where the heat gun comes in handy. So we're going to shrink the film to the window, 1/2 inch above the gasket, so it's on the glass. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. And then again, squeegee just in the middle right here. Just squeegee down. So you're gonna see all these fingers. Now, if you don't use a heat gun and you install the tint, you're gonna see all that. Now we're gonna grab our squeegee that I mentioned earlier. You don't wanna go heat all the way at the edge right here. You wanna cover it. And then you know when to start squeegeeing. Once you see the little squiggles, you can squeegee down. So you'll see right now. Once you see that, you can go ahead and squeegee it down. Like that. Same thing here. See that? Go ahead and squeeze it down. You want to keep the heat gun moving. You don't ever really want to hold it still, because then you're gonna burn the film. Alright, still got a little bit. Make sure you cover both edges. You don't want to burn it. Alright, now this top doesn't matter here. You just want to make sure all this is heated. Now you just want to let it cool down. It is pretty warm, pretty hot really. Open up in here. Do one last squeegee just to clean it up again, in case any contaminants might have got on. So now what you want to do, once it's cool down a little bit, lift it up, and you want to put the window down again, 1/2 inch, how we had it last time. Wrong window again. That should be good there. Alright. Spray your whole window again. Now the best method to peel that film off is I just press it up against the glass, use some water, squeegee it. Same thing here. Alright, and then if you have some fingernails, you can bite it, but this seems to be the best method for me. Just kind of pick at it You want to spray water? Cover the whole thing with water.
Yep.
Alright. Again, some water. Alright. This is... So I do it. There's a lot of different methods. But... Here, place it up against here. You don't want to let it touch any of the edges, because that will give you some contaminations. So I put this side all the way down first, so I have room here on this side to kind of start shoving it in. You want to be careful, and if it's starting to stick, not sliding around as much, just spray some more water. The window might still be a little warm from heating it up, shrinking the fingers away. Just want to align it. So that piece in. There we go. Now your film is in. Now you just want to line it up, not all the way to the top. Just leave a tiny bit of space where you can kind of see. That way it doesn't peel up against when you're putting the window up and down. Just want to try your best to line it up. Squeegee some water out of it. It's going to move around a little bit on you just because there's still a lot of water. But you can always just adjust it. Squeeze some more of the water out. I'm just going over it with the light pass, over the whole film with the light pass, and then once I got most of the water out, go over the film with the more of a harder pass, so you get more of the water out. It might move on you, it's no problem. And I'll just move it back and just squeegee hard. That way you can get most of the water out. Alright. And now go over it with the heat gun, just this top piece. So it's nice and warm. Might see some fingers pop up, but just go over it. So give it some more heat. That should be good there. Now you can put your window back up. You might see some little water spots. It's kind of hard to tell. You can just squeegee those out. Now you can put your window up. There you go. Just take this off. Another light spray. And then you can just hold the tint from the top right here where it's you heat it up, where it should be dry now. But apply pressure here, and then also squeegee down, wipe down, and clean your window one last time, and look for any bubbles, water bubbles, any excess water that's still in there. And if you have some, you can just go spray it again and squeeze it. And you're done. That's how you tint a window. That's it for this part. Now we gotta do the plasti dip.